Okay, everyone, this is Rebecca Gaetz-Bishop over at Keller Williams Premier Realty, and today we're going to talk about some of the changes that have happened in the real estate market. Many of you have heard on the news or perhaps social media about some of these changes. Some of them are true, some of them are not. So today we're going to kind of clear it up for you. I know I've got many clients that are thinking about selling or even buying, and they're kind of confused about what's going on and what these changes mean. So let's dig right in and tell you what it's all about. So historically, the way that a real estate agent gets paid has always been negotiated. In our particular area, the agent that was representing the buyer was paid indirectly from the listing agent, from the brokering company. The listing agent would share a portion of their commission with the buyer's broker. This information was listed in the listing contract that an agent has when they're selling a house. So, Mr. Seller, we negotiated a commission. Out of that commission, I'm going to pay whoever brings the buyer. I'm going to pay their agent this percentage. I'm going to get paid this percentage. It was agreed upon. It was signed upon. Sellers knew where the commission was getting broken down and how. So this information of how much a seller was offering to the buyer's agent was also listed on our MLS, which is the platform that agents use to list the properties, and then it gets fed to like Zillow and Realtor.com, okay? So when an agent was showing a house, they knew how much that seller was offering to that buyer's agent for compensation. And this has been a very efficient way for buyers to not only get representation, but to also get into the home of their dreams. However, due to a recent class action suit, attorneys targeted the National Association of Realtors and said that buyers should be paying for their agent exclusively out of their pockets. So after this settlement, there have been two major changes that took place as of August 17th, 2024. So we've only been doing it here a couple of months. The first one is that what a seller is offering a buyer's agent is no longer listed into the MLS. So an agent can still find out, ask the listing agent what the co-op is. It just cannot be posted into the MLS. The amount that a seller pays a buyer's agent is still negotiable, as it always has been. But the biggest change for buyers is that now, before an agent can open up a door for a buyer client, they must have a written agreement with their agent. In this form, it will be detailed what the agent will be doing for them, how much the agent will be getting paid, and who and how they will be getting paid. I personally like to have my buyers come here to the office and have a buyer's consultation before I take them out and start showing them houses. This gives me the opportunity to go through this form with them thoroughly, explain it to them, have them ask me questions. And while we're there, we're also going to go through the whole home buying process. So again, as we're going through the process, they will have some kind of understanding as we go through it. I find that to be the best for all parties involved, so everybody's on the same page and we have the same expectations. Keep in mind that when we are writing an offer on a house, we can also submit as part of our offer request for the seller to pay your agent's commission. This is your opportunity to really have an interview with your agent. When you sign this buyer's agreement, it is a contract. It is a legal binding contract. Keep that in mind. Now, are there situations where maybe your agent is not fulfilling their responsibilities that is clearly written into the document and contract that you have signed? Then you can ask to be released from it. Keep in mind, the agent does not have to agree, and so you may have to go through a process. Sometimes the agent will agree. Sometimes the agent's like, oh, heck yeah, we do not work well together, and they are going to sign a release out of that contract. Because, you know, it goes both ways. We all have to agree to work together as a happy little family when doing some real estate here. If you have any more questions in regards to this lawsuit that came into effect on August 17th, or any other housing questions, feel free to reach out to me Like my page, subscribe, make a comment. I'm here to answer all of your real estate needs. Again, this is Rebecca Gaetz-Bishop over at Keller Williams Premier Realty, serving the Peoria and surrounding areas.